Alright, what's going on guys? Today I'm bringing you another legendary weapon guide. This one's going to be covering the Kaoson legendary Doll SMG. This is one of the weapons that was added in with the Mayhem 2.0 overhaul that they did, and this weapon will only drop if you're playing on Mayhem 6 or higher, so keep that in mind if you are trying to farm for this. This weapon can be obtained from Captain Trant, found on Athenas. He is one of the main story bosses, so as long as you've made it to this point in the story, then you will be able to come back here and farm for this weapon. Once again, on Mayhem 6 or higher, it will not drop on anything lower than Mayhem 6, and this drop can be incredibly hard to farm for. It took me a few hours to get this, so also keep that in mind when you're trying to farm for it. Here are the stats for the one I was able to obtain. This is called the Lethal Kaoson. These stats are Mayhem 10, so if your damage isn't this high and your other stats are a little bit lower and everything, it's most likely because you're playing on a lower Mayhem level. We have 6,178 damage, 81% accuracy, 69% handling, 2.2 second reload time, 10.13 fire rate, and a magazine size of 27. The red text on this reads small but packs a punch. We got 90% splash damage radius, 2.2 and 4 times weapon zoom, and the anointment on this is on action skill end. Melee damage is increased by 100% for a short time. Not a very good anointment, but as always you can farm for different anointments and as well as different variants of this weapon. There's a ×2 variant of this weapon, which is way better, but I farmed this guy for hours and I could not get that to drop. This is the only one that I got to drop. This is definitely one of the more difficult drops to farm for in this game. I feel like it has a really low drop rate, so if you're farming for it and you're not getting it, just keep trying. Eventually, you're going to get it. Here is some gameplay using this weapon. As soon as I got it from Captain Trant, I just went out into Athenas and I started killing things. This thing is an absolute machine. This will melt anything in sight. And I don't even have the ×2 variant of it. The gameplay you're seeing is on Mayhem 10. And as you can see, I'm still just shredding everything with this weapon. I'm definitely going to be farming for a ×2 variant of this. And with the right anointments, this thing will absolutely melt everything in sight. The unique ability on this weapon is that it fires sticky projectiles. So it's kind of like a Torg weapon, but it's a Doll SMG. And just like a Torg weapon, these will explode when you reload or shortly after they impact. And that alone just makes this SMG so much better than so many other weapons in this game. The fact that it already has a pretty solid damage output on top of the fact that it will just shoot sticky bombs that explode that deal even more damage on top of that. I mean it when I say this thing is an absolute machine, and this thing you are definitely going to want to pick up. This is by far one of the best weapons in the game as of right now. Anyway, that's going to cover just about everything with the Kaoson SMG. This thing is an absolute monster. Like I've said about 100 times already. Definitely if you have the spare time, go ahead and farm for this. It is a very difficult farm because of the fact that it has a low drop rate. Captain Trant luckily is really easy to kill though, so not too difficult of a boss, just a really low drop rate. If you have the extra time on your hands, go ahead and farm for a ×2 variant of this with a specific anointment to your build. That will make it even more insane. But yeah, that's going to be all guys. Thanks for watching and have a good day.